What's up everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your boy TradeMate. If today is your first time watching a video on this channel, do yourself a favor, do myself a favor to help this channel grow by subscribing to this channel and then hitting the notification bell so that anytime we post a video you are going to be notified of the video that we have posted, just like this one. Now if you've been watching videos on this channel and you haven't yet subscribed to, please do me a favor and then subscribe to this channel. Right, so in today's video we are going to do a recap of the gold trade that I took this week, or the week that has just ended, and made me over $10,000 profit. Right, so let's go into the video. Before we delve into the chart to show you how we caught the setup, let's go over to our Telegram page. You'll see that we had the setup. We shared the setup on Telegram with comment on how to take the trade. This was when I had my first entry and I sent in the proof, held the trade overnight, was updating my community on the trade. When we had a pullback where I circled, I took extra 2 positions, and I also updated the Telegram people on how far the trade was going. Right, so quickly I closed the trade. The trade hit my full TP, and that was about 10k in profit. Right, so now let's go into the chart and I'll show you how I got that setup. Now if you want to join this channel, this Telegram page, you'll find the link in the description below. Right, so quickly, when you go to the daily, on the daily time frame, now gold has been trading super bullish in the couple of weeks now, and obviously we buy at a low and then we sell at a high. So you could see that we have this resistance level here that was broken to the upside. We have this support here, we have another one here. You can draw this one also, which is sort of the same level as this level, right? So these are the range, or this is the key zone areas. Now I had this support here also that I was targeting. I had this support here I was targeting as my TP. Now it was a counter trade basically, because on the daily time frame we can see that gold has been super bullish because we have a breakout structure to the upside. These internal structures were broken, and then we took this major high as well around Tuesday, right? So I told the channel, or I told the community, that I am anticipating a sell because I cannot engage in a buy yet, because gold has taken the momentum and has left me behind. I caught this early buy setup around here, took my profit here. That was last 2 weeks if you watch my previous gold recap trade that I posted on the channel. So I was just waiting patiently for price to pull back, and then in that pullback I can possibly engage in a counter trade or a sell trade. Now I don't consider gold market bearish until a major low, probably on the daily time frame. This area has been taken, or this area has been taken for us to say gold has taken an overall trend to the downside. When you go to the weekly, at the same, we cannot say gold is bearish yet until we see this low taken. But on the weekly, you realize that last 2 weeks candle rejected this resistance level here. If I shift this here right now, you'll see that this weekly candle rejected us. So I was anticipating this week that has just ended to give us a strong bearish momentum, which of course it did. But look at what happened. It first went to reject all this overall high, which is a weak level that was around May this year. So when you go back to the daily, that high is here right now. That high is here. Now that was where price grabbed that liquidity, because a lot of people that were anticipating that this XNR level here, this resistance here, they were selling. People place, a lot of retail traders place their sell here, put their XL here. Now that's what price did. So on the weekly you will see that that was a liquidity grab. Look at the nature of the weekly candle. It grabbed all those top stocks and then closed below. So I'm anticipating a bearish momentum this week to continue, but then there should be a pullback, because on the 4-hour we need a pullback for the 4-hour structure to look nice, because the market moves in fractals. It moves in lower lows, lower highs, higher lows, right? So on the 4-hour you can see that we came with the market came to the downside with a strong momentum. So at least we need a pullback before we can continue possibly to another area of interest, maybe this area, this key level here. Now this is how I call the trade. So on the 4-hour, because I was anticipating to take the sales, now we had this key levels, right? So on the 4-hour I basically got in based on the setup that I shared with the community after the close of this bearish engulfing candle. Now what do we have here? When you look at this price pattern here, the price pattern that is here, that is at this top level, this is what we have. We have something like this, the high, a low that took this low. So basically this high must be protected because it's sort of a liquidity grab, and this low was taken, right? And then we had a pullback into this area, then we sold off. Basically this is what happened here. Now if we turn over to the line chart, you will see what I'm referring to, right? You see the high, we took it, and then we broke low, and then we retested it. So basically that's what happened. Now let me delete this box as well. So I got in when this 1 hour bearish engulfing candle closed. Now on the 1 hour we have that liquidity grab here at this level. We have that liquidity grab here at this level, and then we have what is it? Let me do it again. All right, then we have this breakup structure to the downside. Then this is what I did. Now normally I will target the last bullish candle of that high or that low that liquidity has been perched or grabbed. Now we had a mitigation. This zone has been mitigated within this internal structure here. But if it was these candles here sort of came, and if this low was somewhere here, we came and we could not mitigate it, then it would have been my perfect area of what? Interest. Of course 50% of it was where this indecision candle or this inverted hammer was printed. But because it was mitigated based on my trading plan, what I do is I will then look at this or that block, and we have a perfect exit now, a perfect resistance at that zone. So the entry was basically here, the exit was here, and then the target was here, right? Now I got in, I took 2 trades early at the close of this engulfing candle. That were 4 trades, sorry, I took 4 trades, 0.5 lot each. The exit was here at the close of this candle, and I targeted this zone, so it was some sort of 2.4 for me. Yes, I took this trade, but I deleted my Excel because before I went to bed, the trade were in drawdown, because then we had this pullback into this zone that is originally my POI, into this guy here, this candle here. So we had the pullback, and then I deleted my Excel because I knew that was a pullback, because the liquidity has been perched here. This high will be protected by all means 90% of the time. And so I deleted my Excel, and then when I saw this inverted hammer printed at that zone, which is 50% of this POI, and even on the 4-hour we had the same candlestick pattern formed, an inverted hammer, I added 2 more positions. Where is it? Yes, I added 2 more extra positions 2 more extra positions, and then I held it all the way to this zone here. Now you can see if I had extended my TP to this low, I would have obviously gotten a more risk to reward ratio, right? So quickly, let's look at how I'm anticipating or what I'm looking at for gold current week that we are in, starting from this Monday, right? So what I'm anticipating is that I need gold to pull back. Now you can see this strong bearish momentum. We sort of rejected this guy here. We rejected this support here, and so if I'm going to buy as a sort of a pullback, and then we take a sell again, then that buy now, because on the daily we have not taken out any major low, obviously we can say that we are still in a bullish trend, right? So if we are still in a bullish trend and the daily is still going to be bullish, then this is obviously a pullback. So on the 4 hour, if that pullback is completed, then we need to look forward a buy setup. So we have this transactional liquidity, or this liquidity here, which has been taken now. So what I'm expecting is I'm expecting price, which has already taken this liquidity and has rejected off the weekly candle close by rejecting this support here. Now, if possible, we are going to trade below this support. Then this is going to be my next key zone that I'll be targeting for a possible buy. So whatever be the case, at least I'm expecting some sort of pattern to be printed, and then we go to the upside, which we kind of have it now. But when you turn to the line chart, you will see it. You see that we have taken that liquidity now. So we printed some sort of this. If this can then create us another leg, which is a bit lower, and then give us a breakout of that high, and then obviously it's going to be a buy for me to the next possible level that we can have, which obviously it could be at this zone or possibly this high, right? So for now, I'll just wait for Monday to close to see what Monday will give me a clue whether I'm going to buy or I'm going to sell. The reason I'm saying is that if Monday gives me a break of this key major levels, which is at the same time on the daily is a support, right? So if this resistance that was broken and has become a support is broken to the downside again, then I'll look for a break and retest. Obviously, by focusing on my entry model, I'll take a sell to the next possible level. But until then, I'll wait for Monday to close to be able to get the clue from the market what gold wants to do next. So this will be all for today's video. See you in the next one. Bye.